and welcome again to Access Community Television. Well, right now I'm standing here in the Diamond, right in the walled city of Derry. And tonight we're guests of the young people of Derry from both sides of the river. Do you think that the people in the Republic have a funny idea about people, you know, young people here in Derry, that they're all just throwing stones and stuff?
Just stone throwers, that's their idea, just that we're all stone throwers.
And you're not?
No, we're not at all.
What do you think about young people in Derry in general?
Well, what I think about the young people in Derry is if they had more work to go to, there would be no bother. And when you're frustrated, you have to find some way of passing the time.
Are they a bother?
No, not to me, not bother to nobody.
Passing thought by the window, thinking of her so good, not to be heard, but to be understood. Far from home, but you're not alone, waiting for the weekend. The misty lights on the avenue, but I know she's a godsend when Judy comes around. When Judy comes around.
So are you actually from this neighbourhood?
Yes, I live down there about 15 minutes walk away. And it's just below them houses there.
And would this be a mainly Protestant area?
Except this here is a mainly Protestant area, except for that area round about up there called Top of the Hill. It's behind Irish Street, which is a Protestant area. And you can see that church there, it's a Free Presbyterian, it's Paisley's church. It's only opened recently.
So what do you do with your outdoor pursuits?
Well, the only thing I really took up was canoeing, as I do in Lisnagalvin here. I'll come every Tuesday night, and I'm starting a proficiency course in it. I'm actually going out this Sunday on a river, the first time being on a river. And next Sunday it's a Finn race, so I'll be helping out, and I won't be racing, just be helping out in it.
How come you've got so much time to spend on things like that?
I'm unemployed. I've got plenty of time on my hands.
This is a really lovely room. That picture over there, is that an old picture of Derry?
Actually, that's there in 1803. You can see, you know, there's not much of the water side. That's where I am actually at the minute. And I like it over here. The reason I'm here is, well, because I do the crafts from here normally. It doesn't really, well, it's quiet and as you can see, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't because I want to get away from my own neighbourhood really, but it's just, well, I like it. I like it a lot over here. It's because you can have peace. There's not people running. You know, it just isn't as busy as where I live myself.
So you come over here with your aunt to do some arts
Yes.
and crafts, this kind of work here. That's absolutely beautiful. Now, what's this?
This here is a wall hanging.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually, it's a sampler. If you can see all the different sort of knots there is.
Mm-hmm. That's macrame.
Macrame, yeah. So you can kind of refer to all these nuts if you're making maybe plant holders or things like that. You can refer to all these nuts. And
this is what you do all the time, just the macrame, is that it?
no, not at all. I've made this outfit of all me. I'm very interested in the dyeing and the making up of clothes and these sort of things. And if you can see these t-shirts, they're made for my aunt's children that live here.
This is more dyeing.
Yeah.
Lovely.
This is the dyeing. These were just white t-shirts, and I sampled with this one to see if we could mix the colours and get them to mix right, so they mix well. And this one, I just tied parts of it in knots, where you can see it's lighter and some parts are darker.
So how come you have so much time to spend in arts and crafts?
Well, I'm unemployed now, and from the time I started being unemployed, I felt myself getting into a kind of rut that I thought I would need to do something. So I was interested in the arts and crafts all the time, so I've just started up. It's just a pity that there's no market here for this sort of stuff, really.
I know that you're going to get married fairly soon. How's it going to work out if you don't have a job?
Well, I think that's the reason why I've waited so long, because it's we've been waiting for quite a long time, because we're sort of frightened in case there is no prospects really, or no money coming in.
And is your fiancé in the same boat as you?
Well, he's just on a course now, but it'll not be for very long.
Would you have to walk her during the week?
Oh, every day of the week.
Yeah.
Morning, noon and night. And then...
Something I wouldn't associate with somebody your age looking after greyhounds.
Well, here in Derry, there's a wild dose of young fellas who all take the greyhounds because basically I think it's because of no work. And I'm on them because I'm on a brew. I've nothing else to do all day.
On the brood, that means unemployed?
Aye,
yeah,
on
okay.
a dole, you know,
Right.
on a brew, you know. But, they're a great pastime, so they're. I mean, I had nothing else to do with my days, only spend them with the dogs. And,
Is it not expensive, though, looking after something like that?
no, it's not expensive at all. See, an uncle of mine, he gets the meat for nothing, and he gives it to us for nothing, just dead on. Saves a few bob there.
It would, yeah. Is that all you do all day, though, is look after the greyhounds?
No, not all the time. In the morning, early morning there, I'm busy with the greyhounds, but then in the afternoon, I'm out with a hurley stick, you know. I play a lot of old hurley, so I enjoy that there. I like pucking about with that, you know.
Are you a member of a club, or?
Oh, aye. We have a great club here in the city.
This would be GAA, would it?
Aye.
Yeah.
Come on, bar in Amaya, you know, a great club, you know. We're not that good at the moment, we only started up.
Right.
But for a couple of years on there, we're built to be dead on, you know. The crack should be.
Well, do you play down south much at all, or?
Oh, aye. We were in Dublin twice this year playing. We played a team called Kevin's hurling team in the city itself. But they were far too strong for us. So,
Did they think you were any good at all?
this is the that promise. But well, we're out of their class at the moment, just, you know.
What kind of people would be playing in the team with you? Would they all be, say, Catholics, or?
Oh, aye.
You'd never have any Protestants at all?
No Protestants at all play it.
Would they come and watch a game?
You might get an odd one come and watch the game. On the Oran Donegal there, you get the Protestants watching the games. There's even a couple of them play the games, you know. There's a team at Tubin, I think it is, and there's 3 or 4 Protestants play them. But here in Derry, you wouldn't get nothing like that.
Russian, why did you get involved in C&D? Well, I went to see war games in the Guildhall, and I always supported C&D, but never knew no facts about it, so I decided that I'd like to find out more about it. And I went up and I joined, and there was a rally on later on, about a week after we joined. So I went up the rally and there were speakers there, and I got really interested in it and their aims and their policies. So I decided to find more about it, and about a year later then I joined an organised UFCND, as a separate, and I've become more and more involved in it over the time. Right, the first item on the agenda will be organising the school for funds for the rally and the promotional stuff, posters and badges. And I was thinking of having it in the boating club. No, it's too far away.
Somewhere like the Union Hall.
Yeah. Well, do you think people will be able to get that? That's quite far away, I think, in the middle.
Why do you feel so strongly about it?
I think that mainly the youth should take a more active part in what the politicians is doing in their lives. There's just one man's going to press a button and blow up their lives. And I think we should take an active part in it.
I whisper the name Derry as I walk, experiencing a comfortable fear as I hear people talk. Every limb shivers as I turn to see the orphan bricks laid before me. Strong feelings dug deep in the wall. Approaching, do I stand or fall? Glass shatters under my feet, and a child's constant banging at the railings tries to waken a watching street. These restless movements show confusion, shattered thoughts and disillusions. Quickly, I build pictures of a city I just heard of, and a slight regret melts away. Reality is here to stay, and they say they care. Do I dare to even stop on my memorized trail? The chapel looks starved, the congregation pale. My daytime nightmare lets go my hand for a while, allow me to smile. Special faces gather round to share a feeling or act the clown. Silence calls me to a different world where worries and threats are hurled to the side. I sigh and breathe the country air and the breeze of freedom through my hair. Leaves crumble under my feet as a singing bird offers music and grace, forcing me to slow my pace. I sacrifice a glance, straining my eyes across a model-like landscape as a river stretches into a sudden escape, and I am still staring. I can stand till I stiffen with cold among the green, brown and gold, and gaze from my heaven like a bird in the sky, dry to the tears that are flowing by. I take my magical brush in my hand to paint the picture of a better land, one of feeling, comfort and love, the city that I just heard of.
Liz, why did you use a poem as your way of showing Derry?
I've been writing poetry for a long time, and I'm unemployed, so I have a lot of spare time, and I find it easy to express myself through poetry and the images that I use. And, pictures relating to the poem is shown as I speak the poem, and I think it mixes well.
What are you trying to say in the poem?
I'm trying to let people see my kind of Derry, and how I see it, and the changes, and the way that people have changed. And my mother always told me about dance halls that she sung in, and different bands that she played with, and I would love to be around in her time to see how beautiful Derry was then.
Judy always knows that she's always right. She don't need no help against crime.
Do you take sugar?
No, I don't. Just milk. That's great, thanks. So what do you do when you're not getting people cups of coffee all the time?
Well, here in the youth club, I help to organise a few of the activities, as well as run the coffee bar here and the reception area up above.
What kind of activities have you got going?
There's, on Saturday mornings, the club has a canoeing session, which is run through the youth club, which has other people that don't belong to the youth club in it as well as the canoe, the archery and the gymnastics, and the badminton classes which are here in the youth club at night, as well as the disco, which is run on 2 nights a week for the members.
Are you kept very busy?
Yes, very busy.
Well, how often, for instance, would you come down here?
Well, I give up voluntary help here for 4 nights a week, from 7 to 10.
That's a pretty heavy commitment. Are
It
you
is.
still at school?
I am, yes.
And how can you manage with studying and everything?
Well, that is squeezed in between 3:30 and I leave to come up here at 7:15.
But you must be very interested in youth work if you put that much time in.
I am, yes, because I can find myself here getting on better with the young people, whereas I wouldn't in my own area where I can't hardly talk to anybody there.
Well, what kind of people come down here and use it? Is it mainly people from the school that's attached to it, or...?
Well, it is mainly the people from the school, but it's also open to those who have left school up to the age of 21.
Would it be mainly Protestants, for instance, now that would come and use the facilities here?
It is mainly Protestant people who do use it.
Yeah.
But there are, you know, like a certain small percentage of Catholics who do come on 2 nights a week.
Yeah, we're all going out for the evening just to see what's happening downtown. Bright lights are all around us, people walking around everywhere.
Well, this is the place where I grew up, and the park is a kind of desolate place, and I believe it's where the children of this area around here have to grow up in, and it kind of sums up the feelings, for me anyway, growing up in this area, the kind of desolate feeling that people have of a playground, and it's just a wreck, just a bombshell, you know. It seems just graffiti and the troubles and all just seem to be piled onto this park, the destruction of it, the hate that comes from them, to destroy something that's for them. And it kind of, that eerie feeling that the park presents enticed me to do the play here.
I wandered lonely as a cloud till I came upon this dirty street. I've never seen a stranger crowd, celebrity gullions on squeaky feet, continually pacing with nonchalant embracing, each orifice disgracing, one facing me moves to say hello. His skins are covered in slimy lumps, with lips that slide across each chin. His twisted limbs like rubber stumps. I waved in welcome, say please join in. My grip must be flipping, cause his handshake keeps slipping. My hopes keep on dipping, and his lips keep on smiling all the time. We love you, have tasted love. Don't be alarmed at what you see. You yourself are just the same as what you see in me. Like you. Better watch it, son. Your sentence has only just begun. You better run and join your brother John. You're in the colony, slipper man. There's no one away. You get out, you got to ride. To see Dr. Dyke before Sniper, here without the wintry rider. John and I are able to face without the face on the table. Understand why that's the end of your time. Don't delay, Dr. Dick, or I just count down
Say, would you go out, now you're actually a Protestant, Francis, would you go out with a Catholic boy?
If he was nice looking, eh?
But there'd be no problem about religion or anything like that, or side?
Well, Well, it depends what area I'm in. It depends if somebody found out knowing where I live, like I might get a bit of slagging or something like that there.
What kind of slagging? What would they call you?
Opinion lover.
Yeah.
Things like that there, and just it would get too much stick from your own kind. If you're going with some Catholic, say you're going over to some place on the Derry side, which is mainly Catholic, you'll hardly get any stick there, because you're in amongst their kind. But once you get back to your own, and they heard you've gone with someone and you're going to a Catholic area and things like that there, they give you wild stick.
Is that the same for fellas as well? Trevor, you're Protestant as well. Would you
Yes,
say?
It's most the same where I live in my area, Irish Street. Well, it's just the same there. Like if I would get more stick up there than what a girl would get. If she was going out with a fella, I'd probably get more or less battered about the street than a girl would.
And would the reverse be true now for Catholics?
No, I wouldn't be that like that up where I live.
Well, would you go out with a Protestant girl?
I would, but my ma would probably say, no way, get away. She wouldn't let me, you know.
And my dad would kill me.
Yeah.
There's times that I want to go away, to tour in and things like that on Sunday, and he wouldn't allow it. He would say, you're not going.
Yeah. Well, what did you think Protestants would be like?
I don't know. Like when I was a youngster, I mean, Protestants were a different species, like things with three heads. But no, they're normal. They're human.
Well, would you like to live in the south, Trevor?
No, not really, no.
Why not?
It's just that it's a country that I don't know anything about, and it's just that I would know anybody there, and it's just foreign altogether.
Well,
that's
like I went away to America last year with the Ulster projects, and before that I got from Dublin Airport. No, we got plane from Dublin Airport. Before that, I hadn't been no further south than Buncrana.
I'm pretty familiar with Parts Island because I've got a sister that's in university there, and you just get to know where's where. I mean, like Cork and Mayo are places I haven't been to, but I've heard places talked about it. Same as London and Canterbury. I haven't been there.
Well, what do you think the south is like? How much do you know about
cities, the big cities. There's some rough districts in the big cities. No joking. You can
we had so
see
many
Dublin.
Morris miners in Dublin. Never seen Dublin. Morris miners.
What do you mean it's rough? Sure, Derry's rough.
Derry's not a bit rough. You can walk anywhere at all in Derry. I think at night. See some parts of Dublin, you get it.
Well, you know the dream about the reunification of Ireland and joining up with the South. And well, do any of you share that dream?
I shared.
Why?
I don't know. I was just born under me, I suppose. It's just passed down to me all the time about lovely wee Ireland, wee thatched cottage and all this.
Well, what has it got to offer you?
I don't know. A sense of identity. I was a true Irishman without a Union Jack flying over my head.
Would you like it like that?
Not really, because I've been grown. It's been put into my blood that the border was there when I came, and the border it will stay there.
You know, most of you are getting money from the government in some form or other. You're possibly living in council houses and all the rest of it. And you've become quite dependent on that system. And how are you going to fare down,
Well, you could have to get your economic situation fixed up before we come down, I would say. No, seriously, I'm talking about the unification of Ireland, and you phrase it as a dream. For me, it's not a dream. It's a goal, but it's not a very immediate goal.